Hello everyone. Lesson 9.3, we're going to talk about rotations. Our objectives here, we're going to be drawing rotations in the coordinate plane. So the direction of rotation can either be clockwise or counterclockwise. We'll assume that all rotations are counterclockwise, unless otherwise stated. And we won't have, not in the coordinate plane, we won't have clockwise rotations. Okay, so we'll always be moving against the clock here. So, how to draw rotations in the coordinate plane. When a point is rotated 90, 180, or 270 degrees counterclockwise about the origin, you can use the following rules. Okay? For a 90-degree rotation, if you have a point xy, well, flip the ordered pair and change the sign of y. So xy becomes negative y comma x. All right, for a 180-degree rotation, you just change the signs of both x and y. So xy becomes negative x, negative y. You can see examples of these here on the right. And then a 270-degree rotation, those will be our three options. We'll either do 90, 180, or 270. I mean, a 270-degree rotation, we flip the ordered pair, but the x then becomes negative. All right, you can see an example of that there on the right. So, let's keep those rules in mind, okay? And let's go ahead with the triangle PQR. As vertices at 1, 1, 4, 5, and 5, 1. Oh, QR backwards there. Good. Alright, so let's rotate them. So let's start with point P. Point P, we're rotating at 90 degrees. Okay. So point P is at 1, 1. Okay. Remember the rule for a 90-degree rotation. A 90-degree rotation is the point X, Y becomes the point negative Y. X. So we flip the order pair and change the sign. So this would become negative 1, 1. The y value comes to the x value and we make it negative. So that's the point P prime in fact notation is. P prime. So P prime would be negative 1. There's P prime. What about point Q? So Q is at 4, 5. We want to rotate that 90 degrees. Q prime. We flip the ordered pair and change the sign of the y. So let's put negative 5, 4 would be Q prime. So we go over here to the graph of a negative 5, positive 4. And we get a point Q prime there. Last point we would need to rotate would be point R. Point R is 5, 1. The rotation of that 90 degrees would give us, flip the ordered pair and change the sign of the first, negative 1, 5. 5. So that's R prime. And we can do our best to connect these points. And that's what our triangle would look like, rotated 90 degrees about the origin. All right? And so, again, we just want to use these rules. We have these rules of rotation. We have one for 90, 180, and 270. And those are the only three rotations we work on in the coordinate plane. So we just follow the rules for the rotation given. All right. So rotations in the coordinate plane. Triangle JKL is shown. So we've got triangle JKL. What is the image of point J after a rotation 270 degrees counterclockwise about the origin? So, again, we got a rotation 270 degrees. So, well, what's our rule for 270 degrees? Because remember, 270 degrees, the rule was point X, Y, after the rotation becomes Y negative x. So we've got point J. J is at 3, negative 7. And we want to rotate it. J prime, flip the ordered pair and change the value of x. So flipping the ordered pair, the negative 7 becomes the x value. And then 3 is into the y place, but we've also got to change the sign. So here would be the image of J prime. And we're not able to graph that on the coordinate plane that they've given us. We can't go out to negative 7, negative 3, so that'll suffice. Right. Parallelogram FGHJ has vertices 2, 1, 7, 1, 6, negative 3, 1, negative 3. So what's the graph FGHJ? And its image after a rotation 180 degrees about the origin. I'll save the graphing for you guys because I don't have a coordinate plane here. But I will talk us through. Let's talk about the rule for 180 degree rotation. So 180 degree rotation. The point. The point XY becomes, after the rotation, negative x, negative y. All right. So if I've got point F at 2, 1, after 180 degrees of rotation, F prime is, I just changed the signs, negative 2, negative 1. And so you would plot both those points. And then if you have point G, is at 7, 1. The rotation 180 degrees of you would just cause the signs to change, negative 7, negative 1. Scroll a little more, get a couple more points on here. H is the point 6, negative 3. So H prime after 180 degrees of rotation, just change the sign to both. So negative 6, positive 3. Lastly, J 1, negative 3. Change the signs for J prime. Negative 1, positive 3. All right. And you would plot, again, all those points if it asks us to graph them. But I'm not going to graph here, so points. All right, your assignment, number 3, and then 14 through 19. All right. Also, watch that video above this one in the module. It has a great explanation for where these rules come from. I kind of just give the rules. It has a great demonstration of, well, what's the ideas behind the rules. Have a great afternoon.